Hello everyone. So we're here with another video. So this time we are going to discuss the T20 series between India and Australia. So as you guys already know the results, India goes on to win the series 2-1 and two more matches being affected by rain, bad luck. So um, so in this video we're going to discuss how the T20 series went, what we expected and what came out, what rolled out in the tournament and what could have been better. So that's what we're going to discuss in this video. So yeah, let's start.
Okay. Yeah, so what is your first opinions of the series? When how happy are you, or what do you think was best for the India? What worked out well for India? Let's start out with the positives.
I guess I feel from my point of view, the spin bowling was pretty good from India's side.
Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe Akshar Patel or Varun Chakravarti, they were very good. And also, I
Hmm.
guess one match, even Washington, so there he comes up,
Yeah.
picks up like two. He just bowls like 2 overs, not even 2 overs. He picks up wickets and the
Hmm.
spin was a positive for India, and also another positive when I brought up Washington was his batting. I think in Gaba he scored some 42 odd runs or something. It was crazy, totally amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Him playing so good was nice to watch.
Yeah. I think it is the not the Gaba. I think the before one because Gaba was a washout eventually. I think the third T20
Okay,
where
I
they
think they're
played in the
Horvat. Yeah, it's in Horvat, not it
yeah.
is been okay.
Correct. So you're happy with the spinner's performance? That's what your whole thing would be. If I have to,
Mm,
let's put it across your main positive.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Washington Sundar, the all-rounder.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a, I think, probably that's one angle which must have gone very unnoticed. I think glad you brought it up. Because for every other person, for me also, I felt this was maybe Shivam Dubey, the all-rounder is probably coming good. I think that efforts is there and it's visible. Yes, he was leaking runs in the second T20, but he did get the crucial wicket of Tim David. Uh, but also at the same time, but if you ask me the question, can he replace Hardik Pandya? No, that's not at all possible. Hardik Pandya is irreplaceable in the limited over setup. Let's put it that way. Because of that, the balance is still collapsing. I think he's one of the players who's going to be irreplaceable for India in probably, I would say, the next few years because we can't say for the future immediately, like, so I'll say 10 years or 12 years later. But immediately, I don't think we have a good bowling all rounder of the caliber of Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, true. And I don't see any player coming up. Even in the IPL also, we don't see any
Yeah,
player who is going to match his skill. Or even in domestic cricket, at least I
okay.
don't see any name that is there that might match his
I
skill
think,
set.
yeah, I think since you brought this topic of IPL, do you feel the impact players rule is actually, suppressing the what all-rounders role? I know it's great for the game, the scores and all those. Leave that aside. Do you also agree with that statements from some few cricketers, former cricketers or experts? What do you feel?
Mhm. That it is suppressing the role of an all-rounder.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It is suppressing the role of an all-rounder. Maybe it is pushing the player to be more focused on one thing, bowling or batting. Like
Yeah.
if there's a player,
Hmm.
maybe it's shifting them to focus more on one other side, but I don't think it's saying much with the role of a all-rounder.
Okay. So for me, what I felt is it actually depends on how we utilize that player as an impact player. Okay. Uh, I would also partially agree with your answer. Why I said it depends on how we use the players. See, the best example is Shivam Dubey itself. Chennai never uses him for his bowling, okay, and they use him mainly for his batting or spin hitting or as an impact player. We all know that
Mm.
if Chennai is going to bat second, then obviously Shivam Dubey is going to come. Okay, as an impact player, it's like opponent team itself knows that this is going to be happen unless he's having an injury or something. He doesn't even field. Okay, obviously, if you're doing second batting and impact play rule, obviously, and what is does it's he doesn't get the chance to bowl, so it's a bit of see here he's probably put the hard work behind the scenes. Because he knows that he will get his value in the Indian team, or maybe some communication was there. So he's put his hard yards behind, it's visible. But what if that is not there? Maybe Shivam Dubey would have been a proper batter more than a bowler, right? That other side or improvement in the bowling side wouldn't have been visible.
Mm.
So it actually depends on how the team. If Chennai was using him confidently, I don't think we'd have been discussing this thing also. I'm bringing up easily Shivam Dube because he's the only player who's capable. Obviously not of the caliber of Hardik Pandya, but he's a capable of rolling that arm and getting wickets also. He's
Hmm.
not like you know he's not capable at all. It is possible. We do have a person like that.
True. And there was this another player named Vijay
Yeah,
Shankar who came into the squad, and
yeah.
yeah,
I think Vijay Shankar was one of the player who had potential, who still has potential, if you ask me. Uh, I don't know. I really don't
yeah.
have answers now.
Hmm. True. Yeah, I think we should come back to this discussion of the
Yeah, yeah.
T20
Let's come
thing.
back here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and again, as we saw, I think Tim David also played really well. We have to bring up his name because
Yeah.
he was one guy who plays really well. We talked even in the preview also that there'll be Tim David's
Hmm.
name for sure,
Tim
and it
David.
is there here also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you see Tim David, the battle was Tim David and Varun Chakravarti.
Hmm. True.
So that was a good thing. I mean, like, so if Varun Chakravarti is there, then Tim David is going to probably, get a little flustered, I feel.
Hmm. I think yeah,
So we have. Hmm.
now we start playing against him. He'll also build tactics how to go back, face him,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
he'll come back stronger.
see, yeah, Tim David was a player, I think, if I'm not wrong, he was not good against spin, is what initially was the this thing.
Mm.
And this IPL, he was, marauding spinners. Okay. And now also he was doing the same. So that fear factor is now gone. Varun Chakravarti is probably a different type of bowler, so he's having that fear. I'm pretty sure he's a player who will probably improve twofold, threefold with this new challenge he's got now. That because from that initial feedbacks of him not being good hitter against spin, that has become his strength now also.
Mm.
So he's a quick learner, or we can say he adapts very well, or technically he's ready to improve himself. So I would still say beware of Tim David.
True.
Yeah, and then I think moving forward, I think little bit again the team shuffling and selection and batting order is what has been a little, I would say, a constant debate in this, let's say, this coaching setup era. Okay.
Mm.
And obviously the next step was being the dropping of a player. See, obviously T20s here and there, you can't have some positions fixed like a ODI or test. Let's all agree to that because maybe the situation be like, say the openers have gone on very well. Okay, I'm not saying India, I'm saying in general. Okay, openers go on to do very well, 150 for no loss and say 12 overs or something, a wicket falls and you want the momentum to go, we try to send a pinch hitter ourselves. Say currently you can say Jitesh Sharma or Shivam Dube if the spinner is there or whatever it is. So that is all acceptable, but not when you lose early wickets. In this
Mm.
T20, I think the pitches were good. So the wickets, Abhishek Sharma was giving his usual explosive starts. But when you have that early loss of wickets, or when you feel that you're not in that what do you say, that go out and hit out kind of pitch, maybe we shouldn't be shuffling too much of a batting order, I feel.
Okay. I think. I would say it's the captains and the coach decision. And then
Yeah.
they want to keep it more dynamic. They don't want it to be static, so their tactics might be different. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
kind of agreeable to an extent, is what I feel. Because again, we all said Tilak Verma might be the standout player for us from India, but he was a player who never got to play his own position, right? And
Mm.
what was the same thing happening during the pre this coaching era? I would say, let's say this coaching team came up with. He had a constant position. Even Surya Kumar Yadav was captain. What is that? He had a fixed position and he was doing probably well.
True. I think this kind of shuffling we also see in the Mumbai Indians batting order, where Tilak Verma's position is not constant. He keeps shuffling, so I don't know. They might be. I don't. They might. I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe it's
Yeah.
the tactics, or uh, uh, I don't know why they're doing it. Or it
I mean,
might
off
be
late, I feel
they
is
might have data that suggests that. I'm not sure. I'm just making it up. They might have data
yeah.
that suggests that maybe this works out well in T20 cricket, where shuffling the
Mhm.
batting order is better than having a static or a small change.
See, that trigger can you do it once in 5 matches or once in 10 matches or twice in 10 matches. Let's say frequency is once in 5 matches. It might be work, okay. But what is happening is with the T20 World Cup coming around the corner, probably in another 3 months, we're going to have a T20 World Cup back in India. I would say this constant shuffling is not needed. I would say
Hmm.
one or two matches is fine. As I said, depending on match situation. If you're losing early wickets, you don't have to send a Shivam Dubey suddenly. Stick with Tilak Verma.
Maybe they're shuffling batting on them to just test players on different situations to prepare for the World Cup.
Okay, that's also a fair point. See,
Yeah.
the only reason why I'm saying is we need him to perform. Okay, we know what he can do when he's given that position, the number three, number four position. So when you give that kind of player that kind of constant chances, then he's going to do keep on doing well without fear of failure. Okay. Uh, why do I repeat fear of failure? There's a player who's got dropped from the squad for no mistake of his now.
Hmm.
Not dropped from the squad, but dropped from the playing 11.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's been a long time discussion for that particular player.
Yeah,
First he was not in the squad and then he comes into the squad and they drop him. I mean, we can just discuss about it. We can't do anything about it. So,
yeah, that's true. We are not taking the name of the player because if we have to take the name of the player, then we'll have to probably talk about so many other things going beside international cricket. The IPL part is what I meant.
yeah, 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 I got it, I got it.
So yeah, no, the reason because see, obviously, no, we all know what Jitesh Sharma can bring to the table. We are not going to deny that. Okay, we know what kind of finisher he is, what kind of he has proven himself for 2 3 seasons. He has proven himself, Jitesh Sharma. I would say 2 seasons. Okay, only thing about this particular player I'm talking about is we told we told we'll give you a particular place. You have scored runs already there. Then you put him somewhere, some other position which is probably a little out of place. He still scores the runs and wins you a particular cup. That's the Asia Cup. And I'm sorry. And then now suddenly he's not there in the playing, 11 for the next 2 3 matches. It can be very hard on him. So as I said, that's the whole point. And yeah, the constant, resting of, Arshdeep Singh and all those doesn't really sit well with me. With him being the number one, I'm glad that they got him back for the second T20 finally. But yeah, he
Hmm.
was a difference. I mean, you can see that every match he gives you that uh, wickets, early wickets or whatever it is. Okay, so that is one more small talking point. I think Arshdeep Singh should be played with Bumrah for sure, especially with the T20 World Cup coming up in the home.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
at least you want the bowling thing to be set, at least the pace. See, this
Okay.
testing thing, like who you want to be as a backup pacer, probably for Arshdeep Singh should have been done earlier. Not now. Now is the time where these people have to get into a rhythm, is what I do feel.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, do we have more to discuss on this?
Yeah, maybe I would say I think we have covered I would say pretty much on the surface level on or a little bit depth on how the Indian team has performed. I think it's the pitches back in Australia can't be compared to the one which will be available in India. But I think this is a very good preparation for them in terms of getting I would say, getting 2 cents of what the Australian team is going to come prepared for because now Australian team is really strong. And
Hmm.
mind you, we have won 2-1, not against the first string Australia side
Hmm.
because the Australian team prioritized Ashes. So Hazelwood, I think, went after the second T20 itself. And as I said, maybe the fourth T20I, if Hazelwood was there, I do feel it would have been a little bit more different. It would have been almost on par with the second T20 because the fourth T20 the pitch was a little tough. So I would still say Indian fans as a whole, even as when I'm saying to you and me, where it's like, yes, it's a good T20 win. We are keeping a streak of winning T20 series in Australia to a good. We are keeping it, on track or record. But maybe we still have to be very careful for the
Hmm.
T20 World Cup. We have not got
Yeah.
all bases. Let me be honest,
Hmm.
except probably spin.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you
Maybe.
feel about it?
Mm, I feel this Indian team has the potential to go all the way. I think they can go also, but let's see what happens in the World Cup because there are going to be it's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be an interesting World Cup. I would suggest with like more nations coming with more power,
Yep.
like say Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand. It's going to be nice. West Indies.
Adding to it is the unpredictability of the T20 nature. So
Yeah.
India has a potential. Let's not even talk about the potential part. It's just that maybe we still have few bases. I would say bowling wise, I still feel I'm confident with the bowling aspect.
Oh, yeah. Confident with the bowling aspect. Hopefully, they keep their bowling orders constant at least.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thanks for telling that for sure. It definitely has to stay constant. That's very true. Good point, Ved.
Yeah, hopefully they'll do that at least and get their batting order
At
sorted
least.
as soon as possible.
Yeah. True. True.
Yeah. So I guess
So
that's it for the discussion of India and Australia's T20 series. So stay tuned for more cricket-related content. There are more interesting series lined up. We'll discuss a lot about them. So stay tuned, guys.
yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget, there's a lot of exciting news going to come up, and we'll have all of that covered with the retentions and all those coming soon. So we'll also be covering that.